What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy once again, Spider Cal, and this time I'm gonna do like a little rant, a quick little rant about Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite and Dragon Ball Z Fighters. All right, I'm a little worried about Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Today is the day that's going to be released. I already got mine in reserve. As soon as I go on break, I'm going to pick up my copy. For the exception of Spider-Man, everyone looks awesome. But the thing that I don't like about the game, it looks and feels like a revamped Marvel 3. Like the colors, the graphics, everything looks crisp, but it seems like 90% of the characters is from Marvel 3. Instead of this is a new Marvel game, have maybe like 20% of returning characters and then like some new characters or characters that we haven't seen in a long time, like Captain Commando. He would be amazing in this game. And who's the dude? I can't remember his name, forgive me. That his super is a big punch. I can't remember his name. And then when you do like his taunt, he's like scrubbing his back and he like turns the fight like that dude. Like, why won't you return these characters? I'm pissed that Tron is not in this, but whatever. From what I hear, like Capcom and Marvel, they have some kind of agreement where Capcom has to put like a lot of Marvel Cinematic Universe characters, I guess from both Sony films and Marvel side of films. And I understand that. Well, kind of understand that. I get it, whatever. A little bit. But why not have Wolverine? Didn't Old Man Logan just release in March? So why not have Wolverine in it, And I'm just so sick of, in my opinion, sellouts like Combo Fiend sucking that Capcom's dick, making excuses where he knows, he's a member of the fighting game community. You've been up there like we have. You play these games like we have. Why not have Magneto, and fight to have like more X-Men characters on release? Like there's rumor that they're gonna be DLC. I personally don't believe it, but Sony been releasing X-Men movies. Why not release X-Men movies? I mean X-Men characters, excuse me. Why not release X-Men characters for this game? I know that I'm happy that Venom is going to be in the game because we haven't seen Venom in a crossover game in a long time. But at the same time, if you're releasing Venom in this game because of the solo Venom movie, which I'm telling you, I'm calling it right now, that movie's going to suck. It's going to suck bad because you ain't got Spider-Man in it. He don't got no backstory really. I have no idea where they're gonna go with this movie. How you gonna explain the symbiote having Spider-Man like powers without Spider-Man or having that whole, history of the symbiote possessing or trying to possess Spider-Man's body and duplicating his powers before Eddie Brock gets the symbiote? It makes no sense. It doesn't make sense, And I'm a fan of Tom Hardy. He's kind of hit and miss with certain things. I wasn't a fan of his Bane in the third Batman installment. That Christian Bale Batman trilogy to me was pretty much, overall garbage. It don't even touch Ben Affleck's Batman. I can't wait. I hope Ben Affleck truly stays with the character and continue on with these solo movies, but just his couple of appearances, Batman v Superman, and the little bit we've seen on the Justice League, beats, in my opinion, shits on everything Christian Bale's done in those three trilogies. His first Batman movie, it was good. I enjoyed it. It was good for what it was. The second one with Heath Ledger as Joker, it was all right. I forced myself to appreciate the movie and what they was doing for what it was. In my personal opinion, Heath Ledger's Joker wasn't a true Joker. He was more just psychotic than anything else. He didn't have that equal medium of being, comical and psychotic at the same time. Oh, he's a clown. Oh shit, what the fuck is he doing? He's spraying acid in my face. Or he got a toy gun that's actually a real gun. Maybe like the bang is some kind of like a dart or something that hits you in the head. The only part that I found was funny, I'm like, yes, that Heath Ledger did is when he infiltrated and crashed the mafia meeting. And it was like, give us a reason why we should kill you right now. He was like, how about a magic trick? And he stabbed the pencil stabbed the pencil on the table. It's like, I'm gonna make this pencil disappear. And the dude came up to try to rough him up, and he shoved his head into the pencil, killing him. And he was like, ta-da, it's gone. I thought that was funny as fuck. And I thought they was on the right path, but that was the only thing. But, whatever, I digress. So I'm worried about the Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite game. I really don't appreciate, people that came up in the era like the rest of us, like Combo Fiend, playing X-Men Children of the Atoms, the X-Men versus Street Fighter series, the Marvel versus Capcom series, all that, the Marvel 2 series, all that, and then had the nerve to say stuff like, oh, these characters are just inputs. You're like, why do you need Magneto? These characters are just inputs. Like that was a big disrespect to me. But I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna try it out. My rant about Dragon Ball Fighter Z, I am looking forward to that game. I'm more excited for that game than I am for Marvel. But Marvel's coming up. Marvel's here really, and I gotta wait till Dragon Ball Fighter Z till next year, sometime next year. What pisses me off is people like, I'm a fan of Maximilian, I'm a fan of L.I. Joe, some of them, but it pissed me off that people like Maximilian, L.I. Joe, I'm a fan of Dashi, people like him and F Champ and J1, they get early access, they get special privileges. Don't believe the bullshit. These motherfuckers get extra privileges. They like first in line to get access codes to play these betas and stuff like that. And it's not right in my opinion. It's just not right. While the rest of us that's also good at the game, we just don't fucking attend tournaments and shit like that, or just on a regular basis make vids on YouTube about these games. You just get early access. Like, allow early access for like the masses. They're a minority. We're the masses. I'm pissed off about that shit. Because I signed up for the early beta release, and I didn't get no access code. How the fuck? And like, these guys are playing the game and saying it's the beta before word of the beta is supposed to actually be released. It pisses me the fuck off. I'm sick of shit like that. I'm sick of shit like that. It makes no sense. Yeah, I like to watch these guys play so I can get some ideas on how the mechanics work. Maybe take a little bit of their gameplay and incorporate it and come up with ideas of how I will play the game when I start playing it. But beyond that, I would like to fucking play the game. Let us play the fucking game, So, that's my little rant. Shit like that I don't appreciate. They shouldn't do stuff like that. I'm not a fan of Combo Fiend anymore because I feel like he's a big ass sellout. And we'll see how good Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite is. These DLC characters that's going to be released, I'm not really excited about them. I would much rather see like some epic Capcom characters versus Marvel characters. It seems like Marvel got Capcom asses tooted up, and they going balls deep telling them what to do, because they got more Marvel DLC characters coming out than Capcom. I don't understand how that happened, but we'll see, fellas. A lot of you guys probably gonna agree with this. Say whatever you want. My opinion stands. How I feel about it is how I feel about it. I'm sure a lot of you guys feel differently about it. I just think they should appeal to the masses. Like, we're the reason why these crossover games are even popular. Like without us, we wouldn't even be where we are right now with Marvel's Capcom Infinite, in the whole Marvel films, and in the Sony, poor adaptation to these comic book films. All of that is because of us, not because of them. If it wasn't a moneymaker, they wouldn't even bother with it. So like appeal to the masses. Like stop doing dumbass shit with these games. Just make them, revamp them, make them better with new characters, but at the same time, keep the nostalgia and the same mechanics and shit like that we used to and that we love. And that's the reason why we stuck with you guys for what, 20 plus years. I don't know, but that's my rant, guys. I'm done talking. I gotta go back and pick up these badass kids. Peace out.